What's up, everybody? How is everybody doing? Talking about the debate. Let me know what you got. No video. That's weird. I'm seeing it on my end. So when you guys write yep or same, what does that mean? So you can or cannot see and hear me. It's good now? All right. You see video now? Okay, good. Hey, what's up? M. Berg, Kinky, Donald, Joshua, Static, Backyard. Cool. 5x5. Nice. All right. Yeah. Make Gotham great again. You're all here. So first of all, hit the there's 58 people. As you're joining us, please hit the like button. Like I said, I'm going to be what's up, Silver Tarot 25, Brittany, Sydney, hello, Karen, what's up? Good. Everyone can hear and see me. Okay, good. Yeah, so one of the things oh, everyone is going live right now. I see. Wow. All right. So now it's good. Hey, Kat, what's up? You have picture and sound again. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It's got to be because everyone must be going on YouTube right now because my speed is fine. Yeah, everyone went live. So, yeah, I guess everyone's going live. Hello. All right. So let's talk about this. I think overall, I think Bernie won it. The thing that makes me nervous is you hate my Green New Deal shirt? Well, that you might be in the wrong place, friend. The thing that you watch this is, Warren called out Delaney. I'm glad Warren said, we should be a president. Why are you going to be on the stage if you don't want to do bold leadership? I mean, this is the thing is Warren, you saw her. If you don't know much about her, she's very skilled at sounding like a progressive, a real progressive. She really sounds that you go, oh, wow. But like she would say this stuff, we need bold leadership. And this is the woman who's called for a greening up the military. This is a woman who voted to give Trump an extra $80 billion for the war machine in October of 2017. This is somebody who said she wasn't going to take corporate money during the primary, but would during the general, and then just took big donor money. She just took $175,000 to get this DNC mailing list. And now she's going to be doing these fundraisers that are a minimum of $10,000 a plate. So this is the thing about her is, this is why I don't trust her. She says the right things. If I was kind of not as informed, I'd go, man, she's really on point. She's really great. And you can see that's sort of the goal here. And I watch this. And yeah, as somebody said, she doesn't deserve her trust because this is the woman that then backed Hillary after Bernie got cheated. And I'm sure her thing is, as somebody says here, is she's a white female Obama is like, yeah. Well, this is a good point. Let's my Republican turned Dem mother texted me and she even admitted Bernie was on fire. P.S. She's a boomer. Yes, Standing Rock showed her true colors, and she is pro-war. This is the thing about Warren that's dangerous, and you can see the tactic. We sort of saw it in the last round of debates a month ago. Is she is designed, her poll is to like, she's going to seem like she's left like Bernie. You know, she's the not as crazy or not as old, or you know, she can play the, oh, we don't need another old white guy. You know, Liz Warren, first female president. Like there's going to be all these little things that she's using to design to chip away at Bernie. She talks like she says all of his talking points, all of Bernie's talking points he's been saying for 30 years. You know, not to mention he said them all 3 years ago and everybody called him crazy and pie in the sky. So it is, and then she talks about, I'm sticking it to the banks. I mean, again, I've made this point numerous times. That video 2 years ago of her, you know, yelling at that Wells Fargo guy and giving him what for, and then the guy walked out of there with a $124 million severance plan. So that's who Liz Warren is. I just did a video on how stay away from corporate vaginas. What's up, Johnny? That's why I just did a video on how she just took corporate money. I mean, I just don't trust her at all. First of all, if she gets the nomination, I don't see her beating Trump. But if she were to beat Trump, let's say she becomes president, it'll just be more corporate centrism, man. It'll just be more, you know, she'll green up the military and you know, the joke I always make is greening up the military. I'm sure the people in the Middle East are going to be so ecstatic that they're getting bombed by rockets powered by biodiesel. You know, when those drone strikes have green leaves on them and say eco, I'm sure everyone in the Middle East is going to be real happy with that. So I just like, it's green bombs. So yeah, I really think 141 people watching, 70 likes, hit the like button, smash the like button. I really, you know, and you see, they really want her to take away Bernie's. They really want her to, you know, but the way they framed it too, you know, is they put them both together. And I'm sure they always say, oh, it's random. That's not random at all. I don't trust that. I don't believe that at all. Is, you know, Warren, if she gets the nomination, she'll pick Bernie as her VP. Or maybe Bernie should pick her as his VP, you know, like it's recyclable bombshells. Yeah, she is definitely, as she is trying to suck the air out of Bernie's sail. So it really seems like the ruling class is propping her up to take votes away from Bernie. And they'll try to give it to Kamala. We'll see how tomorrow night looks up, because it's going to be, here's the good thing about tomorrow is Tulsi can go toe-to-toe with Kamala. Kamala can't sit there and play the race card. I'm the woman of color. She can't play that card with Tulsi. So it'll be, tomorrow night's going to be very interesting to see, because yeah, her closing statement was really weak. It was, and so many people with the like, I grew up and my family was a coal mining worker. You know, it's all, everyone's giving their Joe Biden Scranton Amtrak story. You know, Bernie started to say that. And I was like, dude, don't say that. And he quickly pivoted to his policies and what needs to happen. And that's what you need to do. I think that is just such concocted pandering. But let's talk about some of the other. Delaney, I said it when I was live tweeting, he sounds like a Republican. And I'm good for Marianne Williamson for saying, you guys, are you sure you're in the Democratic Party? I think I think Williamson had a much better. She didn't seem as frazzled. There's times she was like she started to really gain steam, and then she would kind of sort of water down her message a little bit like that, but she definitely did. Yeah. So that was a great moment for Marianne Williamson when she said that. When she said, "Wow, you guys," when Elizabeth said, "You really want to be president and not take bold leadership," Delaney got crushed. Hopefully, he'll drop out because he's a Republican. Everything he was saying was Republican talking points. He sounds like a Republican. He sounds like a left-leaning Republican. You know, and I used to be a CEO, and oh, great. Oh, that's what we need. Of course, he's against Medicare for all. He's against anything that undercuts corporate's profit and power base. That's all he's about. Hickenlooper, make no mistake about Hickenlooper. Hickenlooper's a guy that said publicly he was going to sign a no money from oil lobby to pledge. And then backstage, someone from the Sunrise Movement, which is where I got this shirt, was like, will you sign it? He goes, oh, I can't sign that. There's video of it. The Sunrise Movement kid had a like camera playing, and Hickenlooper's like, I can't sign that. Hickenlooper's full of crap. The oil lobby has a lot of control in Colorado. There's so much fracking there and pipelines and everything else. So Hickenlooper, I don't trust that guy at all. He just seems like a rich, spoiled little rich kid elitist. 192 people watching, 98 likes. Hit the like button. A great way to support the show is what Balthazar 22H just did, which is hit the $sign to support the show. Boom, you're making Gotham great again and shaving your knuckles for justice. Many ask, what does shaving your knuckles for justice mean? Not much. I just stuck my knuckles to the camera, saw hair on them once, like 8 months ago. It said shave your knuckles. That's all it means. There's no significant thing. But so Balthazar, thank you for supporting the show. Every time Williamson started, I followed for about 60%, even though I wish she was way further. Then she went all crystal energy, and I felt like I was high for the rest. Spirit energy. Yeah. You know, look, that's how she made her millions of dollars, is selling like, you know, self-help books and positive thinking and all that stuff. And I give her credit for that. And I'm glad that message is actually on the debate stage, that there's somebody talking about we need to change the way I think and everything. That hippie message is it's not going to resonate with a lot of Americans, because you're sitting there going, I got to work 3 jobs. And, you know, that hippie message is like, oh, that's all well and good, but, you know, they're going to look at her and go, oh, here's a rich white lady that lives in Bel Air or Beverly Hills or something telling me, you know, that I just need to think positive. So I'm critical of her in that regard, but there's a lot of what she says that I like. And again, I'm glad she's on stage. She knows she's not going to win. A lot of these people know they're not winning. I don't know why. They're just trying to up their money or get a TV deal or sell more books. Maybe that's what she's trying to do, is sell more books, because who knew who she was outside of this? I didn't. But I'm glad she is putting that message out there. And she's like, you know, to the left of Bernie a little bit on some of her hippie talk, which is good. Good for her. I'm glad. I'm glad she's on the debate stage. Just like I wish Mike Gravel could be on the debate stage, because I really want to hear his heavy, heavy, heavy anti-war message. Knowing who couldn't win, I would just like to hear it, and how these candidates have to respond to it. You know, so she should just come up swinging more in terms of just like say whatever she wants to say and not worry about, is it going to track well or poll well? Because some of these people, all right, Jordan Allen, if you're going to say asshole things, you can disagree, but if you're going to be insulting, then you know what you get? You get the block, cocksucker. How's that sound? There you go. There's a fuck what for you. If you're new to this stream, let me be real clear here. You can disagree all you want, but if you're going to be insulting, you fucking dipshit, fuck what, if that's your at, I automatically block you. So you just got blocked. I don't want you ever coming here again unless you conduct yourself like a decent human being. You don't have to agree with me, but if you act like a jackwagon, you're gone. Go to some other chat room. Go watch some other morons. Take that elsewhere. You're out. How's that feel? Yeah, she said Bernie is right during the debate, and I think that's good. She unironically called mandatory vaccination draconian right before her run. Yeah. So I you know, yeah, I think Bernie had a decent. There's somebody else's super chat. I want to make sure I get. Oh, Jedi Mullet 77. Boom. Thank you, Jedi. Shave your knuckles for justice. Bernie should pick Tulsi. Delaney has money invested in insurance companies. I hope the Republicans on stage tonight drop out. Yeah, I mean, and did you notice The very first ad of the debate was for a pharmaceutical company. It was for some Enestro, Heldt. And that ad played throughout the whole debates. It was that. It's like then a good RX, some other prescription drug thing. So I would have I haven't done much investigating in Delaney because I don't think he's a serious candidate, but he does not, I wouldn't be surprised if he had money in the insurance industry. He's a big CEO, man. You know, he's playing that Republican talking point of Medicare for All is going to force people to give up their health care. Oh, God. First of all, I know people who have really good jobs with quote unquote good health care, and they're the first people to tell them. I know a buddy of mine whose wife works for a big pharmaceutical company. She's got a very high-end job. And he's like, Graham, we're spending more on health care than we used to. They've got a couple of kids. And just for routine stuff, no one's had any big crises or big illnesses or anything like that. So this notion that I bet you anyone out there with employee healthcare will tell you it's not as good as it used to be. I got to pay more on deductibles and all this other stuff. And that's the other thing. You can't go out of network and all this other stuff. Medicare for all, Medicare, you can use any doctor you want. And the government negotiates. So if you go for a procedure and the hospital says it's $2,500, Medicare comes in and says, no, we're only going to pay $800. That's how that happens. And you can go any doctor you want to. It's better coverage. I mean, so it's just like, it's such a great point. I hope Bernie picks, he needs to pick a VP ahead of the debate, ahead of the convention, because that's always they announce that you got to do something bold here. That is what is when they start narrowing it down and trying to slowly try to screw Bernie, he needs to just come and say Tulsi's my VP and just go for it. So that's what I hope happens. Oh, here's somebody saying an insulting thing. See, you say dumb things. You can disagree, but when you say insulting things, you get blocked automatically. Let's see how quickly that happens. You just got blocked. You're done. Bye. Suck it. Hanson, thank you so much for supporting the show. Warren and Bernie really sounded amazingly similar on stage. Makes you wonder why she didn't endorse Bernie in 2016. Bernie should ask her. See you in Minnesota. Oh, thanks for bringing that up. 241 people watching, 143 likes. Please hit the like button. Real quick, yes, Ron Placone and I, September, are going to the middle part of the country. September 4th, we're doing Omaha. September 5th, we're doing Sioux Falls, South Dakota. September 6th, we're doing Madison. September 7th, we're doing Minneapolis. And the 8th, we're doing Iowa City. So Hanson, we will see you there. Yeah, well, you bring up a great point, Hanson, which is like, I'm watching Elizabeth Warren tonight going, she sounds exactly like Bernie because she's trying to. She's deliberately sounding all Bernie and all progressive to steal votes away from him. That's they want to force Bernie to get to a second ballot, because in the second ballot is where the super delegates can come in and screw him over. And I think that's what Elizabeth Warren's trying to do. I remember talking to Lee Camp about this, and he's like, well, we just got to overwhelm them in the primaries. Look, we got a long way to go. The first primary, I think, is in February. So there's going to be debates the next 3 or 4 months leading up to that point. And we'll see who starts dropping out, who runs out of money. And then when the primaries start happening, you'll really see when somebody comes in 7th place, they're going to start fading because their donations are going to drop. The top 2-3 people are going to keep getting. And if Bernie wins one of these states, he'll start getting more donations. He's already gotten more individual donors than everybody else. That's the thing the mainstream media never talks about. He has more people, individuals have donated to him than all the other candidates. Thank you, Hanson. Jedi Mullet 77, Shave the Knuckles for Justice. Green Military, those missiles running on biofuel will be dropped by solar-powered drones. Bernie brought up the drug ads, that drug ads would be playing. Yeah, he made a great point. You know, he's like, Ads will like literally, and an ad had already played when he brought that up. It's like I was very watching ads. There was a couple car ads. There was ads for other CNN shows. Okay, there was an ad for the New York Times. There was an ad for some couple of tech companies like Touch of Modern. Okay, but you see, they run this whole thing like it's sports. It's an 18-month election cycle. Most countries are like 3 months. It's like 18-month election cycle. It's crazy. They're talking like this is the regular season, and then here comes the playoffs, and then the next round, and this, like it's just the never-ending. You know how all the professional sports leagues now are way too long? That's what this feels like, and it's by design because they make more money doing it. Yeah, Bernie Tulsi 2020. Blocks and blessings, Graham. Peace, you guys. Right on. Yeah, we'll see Yang tomorrow. Perpetual wars and elections. Absolutely. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Yeah. When Bernie said, I wrote the damn bill. I mean, he just, the thing about Bernie, he's just staying on message, and he's been voting this way and talking this way for decades. So I hope at one of these debates, he goes, wow, it's so nice to hear my policies repeated by everybody finally. Like he should really bring that up. But everyone's basically, 3 years ago, they were like, oh, no way. And now they're all like, oh, yeah, Medicare for all and the billionaires and the ruling class. But we weren't hearing those terms before. The ruling class. We're starting to hear that, which is great. Sam Dean, what's up, dude? Send me an angel, Marlon Shatner, right now. Right now. Not right now, but you know what I mean. All right, Sam. We'll see. We'll see about that, dude. Thanks for supporting the show. Yeah, I watched the debate on my CNN app that's on my Apple TV. I don't have cable. So it's but it was showing it was screening it, and you should have been able to watch it. That's what they said. I didn't check, but I was watching it on the CNN app. Eugene Mixman, what's up, Eugene? In your video, Americans Clues About Evil That U.S. Commits Globally, at 8:05, you said, we blame the refugees that we created. Yep. Yeah, so that's a thing when like the right-winger Trump supporters are like, oh, these refugees come here and steal our jobs or whatever. And it's like, well, we created them. We created them two ways. One, by bombing them. Like when everyone's like, oh, the Syrian refugee crisis. Well, we bombed them. We created those refugees. In Central and South America, we've sanctioned all these countries. We've sanctioned countries in the Middle East too. Sanctions are a form of warfare. And we're sanctioning Venezuela, Honduras, all these countries. And we hurt them economically to force people having to leave. So that's, yes, we create them. That's what that means. Hope that cleared it up. Bernie's YouTube channel's up. If I give you money, can I say a bad thing about myself? If you want, if you like insulting yourself, sure. Johnny Garza, if Bernie campaign slogan, trust me. All right. Hey, Graham, shout out to Nico for his Twitch after CNN shut his YouTube down. The other 20 after Bernie and Tulsi need to get the fuck out of this centrist shit show. Yeah, it was so centrist. It was such a centrist. God, they were just Republicans. Delaney and that Montana governor guy. Who's that twitchy weirdo? I didn't like that guy at all. And Hickenlooper. I felt like I was watching a Republican debate. It was like, ugh. Quoting Reagan. Delaney quoted Reagan. It was just like insane. Let's see, make sure I got everybody. Yeah. So great way to support the show. And then if you have Tony DeMeo, Shave Your Knuckles for Justice, thanks for supporting the show. I'm so upset about the pro-war right-wing framing. That's a great point, Tony. They're just the way they talk about I mean, Bernie and Williamson, I think, were the only ones really saying, why are we doing all of these ridiculous wars? You know, Warren was saying we shouldn't use nukes unless they're used against us. But even in that conversation, no one was going, hey, if one person uses a nuke, life on planet Earth is over. It can create horrifying things. The nukes that are made today are like 100 times worse than Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And if one person retaliates, it's over. It's like life on planet Earth is over. And we're still talking about nukes. It was insane. Yeah, man, I totally agree on that, Tony. It was just like, oh, it just felt like, holy shit. That was gnarly. Thank you, Tony. Eugene Mickman, Shaving for Justice. In your video, Graham answers your questions, 728. At 4706, you said, I've never said we blame the refugees. I don't know where you got that from. Dude, you must be from a place that English isn't your first language. Let me explain this to you. When I say we, I'm talking about the right. Like, do I need to hold your hand through what I've been saying for 2 years? I don't like, if you want to spend money to ask me these questions, you can. That's fine. When I say we, I'm saying like Americans, meaning specifically the right. Right? That's what I mean by that. This is the weirdest thing for you to pick apart and argue, but you know, keep doing super chats. I guess it's a annoying super chat. Doesn't make any sense. I don't know if you're paying attention to what I say in these live streams and watch these videos. Yeah, so you clearly are not. You're just quoting specific things. You're not understanding the whole context with which I've been speaking about for the last 2.5 years. So if you don't understand what I'm saying, then I don't know. Like, I'll block you. I don't give a shit if you keep giving me money if you get this annoying. Annoying people are annoying. Citizens Media TV. Like, do I need to spell this out to you one more time? Do you need to understand it one more time, Eugene? Do you not have this up here working correctly? Do you understand like speaking and shorthand or general, or do you understand that? Look at me when I'm talking to you. All right, Citizens Media TV. What's up, Jeff? The good one. I will be a DNC delegate once again, live streaming probably the biggest political fight in decades. We will stare, the super delegates down or Bernie loses. It's a good point. So Citizens Media TV, so that's Jeff Epstein, the good one, not the horrible one. Citizens Media TV is a fantastic channel, and I'm glad you're a super delegate, and you bring up an excellent point that we have to just get bigger and louder than we ever were in 16. No, we got to go in knowing they're going to try to screw us and just say, no, we're not going to let it happen. We're not going to let it happen at all. So that's such a great point. Also, I would ask people I have a MMT playlist. Jeff is the one who a little over a year ago turned me on to MMT. So any conversations about MMT, go there to learn all about that. But I'm glad that you're a DNC delegate, that there's folks like you, real progressives that are delegates. And I'm glad you're live streaming it and show it, reveal it, how they're cheating, and don't let them get away with it. Mberg33, what's up? Thank you for supporting the show. Since sanctions are a form of warfare, should we drop the S in BDS? Make Gotham great again. Hashtag Gravalanche. That's a good. I guess let me clarify, since we're getting, I don't know, is it a semantic chat Sunday? Super semantic chat? I think you're big buddy. I'm assuming you are. But just to clarify for anybody else, when America sanctions other countries, namely countries that don't have a lot of money, it is really brutal what we do. You know, there's sanctions we've put against all kinds of countries that have caused all kinds of refugees and horrible things. So that's a good point. Gravelanche. I love Mike Lavelle. 219 people watching, 198. I looked up Stephanie Kelton, the Angry Birds approach to understanding deficits in the modern economy. She's worked with, she was Bernie's financial advisor. It's another reason why, if Bernie, if Bernie, wins why it's so important for him to win the nomination is I almost can guarantee you she'll be Secretary of Treasury. So we'll have an MMT economist as the Secretary of Treasury, and he implements a Green New Deal. If you watch my video with Fidel Kaboub, who explained to me how MMT can fuel the Green New Deal, it's an amazing interview. He's a very smart guy. He's like a MMT expert. With Stephanie Kelton in there, it's a big deal. Like that's why the significance of Bernie is not just to get our progressive policies, but MMT. It's huge, man. I'm really glad you brought that up. They stopped Bernie answering a question on foreign policy thoughts. Yeah, I was paying close attention. Like, are they deliberately screwing him, or I felt like they were actually trying to stick to their own rules because they cut off Warren a lot. Because I was really paying attention. They're going to just let Warren get on and interrupt everybody, and so I felt like. Now, maybe I'm wrong. If somebody actually tracked it, it can show each specific time that each candidate got. Maybe I'm wrong. And believe me, I'm no fan of CNN. I'm not trying to defend them or say how great they were. But it seemed like to me they were actually trying to stick to their ground rules of you get a minute to respond, you get a 15-second rebuttal or whatever. It felt like they were really trying to stick to that as best they could. Because when people were clearly ending, and this is why I believe in this, your time's up, and even though you could tell they were done, that's what it felt like to me. Not that I'm defending CNN or anything like that, but Sam Dean, Tim Ryan got progressively paler. The dude looks sick again, and Hoppenwerkler, or whatever his silly name is. I mean, by name alone, you can't have him. Yeah, Tim Ryan. This is how he looked every time they'd cut to him. Now, Senator Ryan, he always looked like he was like they startled him or he was scared or why are you calling on me? And then he would just say these they literally said pragmatic, some of them. We need bold ideas that are reasonable. You can't be bold and reasonable at the same time. That doesn't, JFK said we're going to put a man on the moon by the end of the decade. That was bold, but it wasn't reasonable. He was just saying, we're doing this. It was so crazy to watch all this pragmatic centrism just spewing out of these clowns. Oh, God. Yeah, Hickenlooper or whatever. That guy, no way. I can't have him or that Montana governor or that other Republican, Delaney or Ryan. Why are those guys up there? Who put them up there? This is where I feel like, the Koch brothers set up some shell companies to donate to encourage these guys. Somebody, the CIA or somebody said, you guys should really just to flood it with rich white dude centrist Republicans. It's just shut up. Those guys were the worst. Pragmatism is good. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Climate pragmatism, climate centrism is just as dangerous as climate denial. We don't have time for pragmatism anymore. We don't have 12 years left. We have less than 11. We need to be completely off of fossil fuel in less than 11 years or it's over. The human race will be extinct by 2050, if not much sooner. There's some there's some scientists that are like, the methane bomb, there's all this methane trapped in the the polar ice caps that's being, because the ice is melting at such an alarming rate because of climate change, that all this methane is going to get released at the same time, and it's going to like deplete our oxygen, and we're going to have an extinction event. An extinction event. This is no joke. Talking about life on Earth could be over in 5 to 10 years. Now it's going to slowly get worse, but I mean, like, this is a severe thing. It's no joke, and that's why any climate centrism is there's no time for it. I don't want to hear it. And Liz Warren talks that mess, and so do these other left-leaning Republicans they had up there. cureforcancer.co.com.co. If a corporate Democrat wins the nomination and Bernie supports them, do you think that makes him a fraud? Yeah, maybe. That's a good question. I don't know if it makes him a fraud or it's something. I did an interview with Elizabeth Voss, who contributes to Consortium, like a month or so ago, and she brought up a very valid point. She said, in the Podesta emails, they referred to that they had something on Bernie. So is that why he did it last time and why he'll do it this time? If they nominate a centrist Democrat and Bernie supports them, then I am completely done with the Democratic Party. On all fronts. I am done with the Democratic Party, because as I just discussed, we don't have time for that. It's a great question. And I know some of you are already done with the guy. You were done with him when he backed Clinton in 2016, and I get that. I'm not there. I get where that came from for you. And I don't fault you for that opinion. I'm not there yet. If he does it this time, then I am. Hope we won't have to get to that point. Hopefully he'll win it. So knock your fist for justice. What's up? I'm not saying they have Pizzagate emails on Bernie. I don't know anything like that. They just claim in those Podesta emails, and this is what Elizabeth Lee Voss mentioned, that they have something on Bernie. I don't know what it is. I doubt it's that. I hope it's not that. But who knows what it is? I don't know. I don't know. So and she brought that, she mentioned that and that's a legitimate issue, and we talked about it on that video. If you I forget the title of the video, but it's with Elizabeth Lee Voss. It came out like a month or two ago. Yeah, she does really good work. Mo money. Lots of Republicans showed their true colors today. Yeah, it was great. I'm so glad they got called out. I'm so glad Marianne Williamson called them out. If that's the only thing, her only purpose is to do that, right on. I'm glad she's on that stage. I'm glad she said that, and I'm glad Liz Warren said, why are you want to be president if you don't want to make bold choices? Not a fan of Liz Warren, but I'm glad that it was called out. Yeah, I was just like, I felt like I was watching a Republican debate. White guy CEOs telling me that centrism is the way, and let the private sector take care of it. I was watching a Republican debate. It was crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, Steve Bullock was so swarmy. Shaving Knuckles for Jealous, Swami Amala. Hey, what's up? Haven't seen you in the chat in a while. I hope you're doing well. So thanks for supporting the show and the thumbs up. You've sent me some stuff on climate that I'm trying. Like I said, I'm going to do at least one climate change video a week. I'm going to keep talking about it. Even if sometimes the climate videos don't do as well, they don't get as many views, I don't care. I'm going to keep talking about it. I'm going to wear shirts like this when I live stream, when I do Jimmy Dore Show live, because like I said, we're running out of time, man. We are running out of time. So, 261 watching, 234 likes. Hit the like button. Boom. Sean Boyd. Sean, shave your knuckles for justice. If Hickenlooper faced off with Trump, Trump and the Republicans would steamroll over him. Hickenlooper doesn't have a chance to stay in the race till the end of the summer. Yeah, it's such a, I mean, I'm watching all those guys. Looper, Montana shaky guy, Tim Ryan, those guys would get smoked by Trump. He would eat those guys alive. I got to think those guys are only in the race for one or two reasons. One, they're just rich egomaniacs that think, I'm smart, I can do this. I built that dumb logic of I was a CEO of a company. Everyone's saying, I started a small business. Yeah, so do I. Does that mean I should be president because I can stand in front of a TV in a rent-controlled apartment? I'd be a better president than most of those fucknuts. I hope some of these clowns start dropping out. I agree with you, Sean. I hope they just start running out of money because it's just like, who cares what these people say? So that's a good point. You're waxing your knuckles right now. Right on. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Sean Boyne again. Thank you, Sean. Warren took a sledgehammer to Delaney's campaign. Why are you running? He's done, even though he's rich and funding his own campaign. Ugh. Yeah, these guys, like, why is Tom Steyer joining? You know, Ron Placone tweeted this out and I'm paraphrasing it, about Tom Steyer. You know, like, Tom Steyer could just give $100, $200 million to the Sunrise Movement. You know, he could back Mike Gravel or Tulsi or Bernie. He could just say, I want to back these people. You know, he could just build solar panels and give them to the working class. He could just go to Flint, Michigan and fix the water with his own money. He could do so many things. Now he wants to run for president. Oh, great. Another white business guy who's like, I'm a self-made billionaire. No, you're not. There's no self-made billionaires. You were in a system where you were allowed that was allowed to happen. No matter how hard I work, I'm not going to be a billionaire. I don't want to hear it from those clowns. Balthazar 228, what's up? No matter what Williamson says, her unironically calling mandatory vaccination draconian 2 weeks before a campaign makes me so angry. Yeah, it's you know, the vax thing, you know, people can, do I trust the pharmaceutical companies? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Have people taken vaccines and it's had a negative effect on their body? Of course there has. But also, we cured polio with the vaccine. We cured mumps and we cured these things. So to just say no vaccines across the board, that just doesn't make sense. Do we need more research? Do we need to get research, like independent research, not the pharmaceutical companies? Are some of these vaccines dangerous? Do we need more research about them? Absolutely. Do some body types respond well to vaccines, and some, of course, a one fits all, of course, but to just call them draconian, yeah, man, I don't agree with that at all. You know, cureforcancer.co, shave your knuckles for justice. If you give up in the Democratic Party, what will you do? Will you help start a third party or help give more publicity to the Green Party? That's a great question. You know, I'm going to have to see how this plays. I will lean hard into a third party one way or another. Either we'll see what starts to happen if, you know, we're still in the primaries. Look, we're a year away from the Democratic convention. It's next July 2020. So we have 12 months. You know, this month is almost over. Whatever, you can argue that 11. So that Eugene Maxman guy is going to spend $10 to say, actually, it's 11 months and 14 days, Graham. You're lying to your people. Yeah, man, we'll see how it starts to shake out. If a Green Party candidate or a third party or the movement for Nick Bonna and the movement for People's Party really starts to get steam, I still think Bernie can get the nomination, and if he does, that's our best chance. I still believe that. If they screw him and Bernie backs like Kamala or somebody like that, then I will personally, with this channel and all of its followers, I will push for a third party candidate. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's exactly what I'll do. And I'll take a ton of shit for it, but I don't care. Everyone will say, oh, you're helping Trump win. And I'll say, no, I'm done with the ruling class. So that's what I will. I will push hard for a third party. I mean, I voted for Jill Stein in the last election. Look, Movement for People's Party. They were at our show in Vegas. They've been at a bunch of our live shows. Green Party has come to our shows. They were at our show in Philly. They were at our show in Boston. Jill Stein was at our show in Boston. So yeah, man, I will. Still got a year left. Tetanus, thank you. Fuck the oligarchs, that I agree with. I totally agree with that. Liberate yourself from mental slavery. Only we can free our mind. All right. Krillin 876. Boom. Thank you for supporting the show. 250 likes. Excuse me, 250 watching, 266 likes. Right on, you guys. You crossed the number. Krillin 876 says, here's a good analogy. You can improve your body with exercise, but you can work out every day and still not look like Arnold without his genetics. That's a great point. That is a great point about the billionaires. That's I'm so glad I'm going to use that from now on. Thank you. That's such a great point, right? I didn't have rich parents. I didn't get sent to private public schools where I was groomed to work in this thing. I was born middle class. I went to good public schools. I went to a nice state college. My parents sent me to school back when it was $8,000 a year to go to college. I didn't have to get student loan debts because they could afford it. My parents had been divorced and they both remarried. So I had 4 adults, all college educated with decent jobs, right? Because they came up in a middle class where you get good grades, you go to college, you get a decent job, health benefits, pension, the whole shot. You have money to send your kids to college. And when college is $8,000 a year, you can afford that. Cost $32,000 for me to get a 4-year degree. And my sisters went in-state. Their college was even less. So that's such a great point. That's a great, because I played, like I played high school football. I worked out, I out-hustled everybody. I was not going to play past height. I'm 5'10", 170, 175. I wasn't getting a Division I scholarship. I will never be able to play pro. You know, you can work out every day. You'll never be LeBron James. He was born with that body. He works out harder and trains himself and puts himself in great shape. Guys who were born that big don't train as hard, but you got to be born with that. Such a great analogy, dude. It's so great. So yeah, I love doing this. When you guys, I love you guys bring up really cool, interesting points, things I hadn't thought of, things we haven't thought of. I've even changed my mind from stuff you say. So it's so stupid when somebody just, you fucking dumb retard, man. You're blocking, you're acting dumb. You know, I've had people disagree with me. I've had people change my mind because they were reasonable about it. They said, Graham, maybe you haven't considered this, and given me information, right? That's happened numerous times. I really appreciate that. And that's why automatic block to the fuck sticks. What else I missed here? Oh. Emberg 33. Boom! In my email, a link to the first green debate. Yes, I know you've sent me that, Emberg 33, and I'm sorry. I get a lot of emails, and I'm in the middle of finalizing tour dates in Australia and getting my visa to go to Russia in September. So I apologize. It's just a lot. I did an interview today with my friend who's a cop. I'm not blowing you off. I appreciate you reminding me. I will reach out to the Green Party debate and see if they want me there. But that's all I can, I'm not going to like bug the shit out of them. If they're not like excited or know who I am, they might not even know who I am. I don't know. But I appreciate that, dude. Here we go. Here's a dummy. Dummy gets blocked. Dummy gets blocked. Dummy gets blocked. What's it like getting blocked so soon? You say one dumb thing and you're blocked. What's that like? I don't know. I'm not a moron who goes on chats and just says stupid things because I'm dumb. Balthazar 228. Shave your knuckles for justice. Balthazar 228. one of the fine members of this community that I met at the New York show. It was so cool meeting you guys after. I met several of you in Vegas. Ron and I are coming to the Midwest. I'm going to meet you guys in all those towns. Love it. Balthazar said, I'd kill for a Stewart moderated debate. Comedians for Moderators 2020. Debate should be in the hands of political. Oh, hashtag debates shouldn't be in the hands of political parties. Hashtag the revolution might buffer. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you so much. It'd be great if they let us run debates, because man, we would have some questions. That the reason they would never let us, because they would they would never let us ask those questions. 291 likes, right on. This kid likes the Green New Deal, as do I, my friend. All right, let's see where else we got here. Make sure I'm missing anybody. Trump Epstein 2020. That's funny. Jason Lake. Jason, thanks for supporting the show. Love you, Graham. Here's a 5 spot. Shave your own knuckles, you hairy bastard. Yes. When I say shave your knuckles for justice, I'm not asking you guys to shave my knuckles. I'm sorry if I haven't clarified that over the last 8 months. I'm saying I should shave mine. You should shave yours for justice. Thank you, Jason. See, support the show, say fun stuff. We all laugh, have a good time. Oh, it's not hard. It's not hard to be a regular person. It takes effort to be a fuckstick. You got to make an effort to be a fuckstick. A real effort. Like Delaney gets up every morning and says, I'm going to be a rich fuckstick. I'm going to talk like a fuckstick Republican because I'm a spoiled rich white guy. You have to make an effort to do that. Jason didn't. He just wrote something funny and supported the show. Sam Dean, we will see you in Australia in November. About to post a ticket link for Perth. I don't think you live in Western Australia, but anyone out there in the West, we're coming to Perth on the 22nd of November. Crazy aliens abduct you. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Crazy aliens abduct you and Mr. Rooney. If you don't eat Rooney, they'll enslave and torture humanity. Rooney is cool with it. To save the world, not a terrible fate. You got to eat Rooney now, mate. You got to. No. For those of you just tuning into the show, because I know we have a lot of new subscribers, which is awesome. By the way, I'm about to cross 30,000 subscribers. We went from 25,000 to 30,000 in less than a week. It's awesome. That Jeffrey Epstein Black Book is going to get him killed video brought in a lot of new eyeballs, and I appreciate it. Anyone who's new to the show, every Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific, I do this live chat where I answer questions. And like I'm doing tonight, I will do it after every debate. I'll do it again tomorrow night. Sam Dean, I'm not eating another human being. I'm not doing it. Sam Dean keeps asking me these hypothetical questions. Would I eat a dead person or something? I'm not going to do that. I'll kill myself and Rooney can eat me. There. Will that save humanity? Someone's going to eat somebody then, and you're happy, Sam. I'm worried about coming to Australia now, Sam. Are you like heavy into some cannibal cult down under? Thanks for supporting the show, Sean Boyd. Sam, if you're like, hey, come back to my place. No, we're going to be good. Oh, I live in this remote village. I'm good. Sean Boyd, thank you for supporting the show. Even Frank Luntz, Republican pollster, tweeted how well Bernie did. He gave Marianne the bronze. It is a must to have Bernie as president now to fight ruthless elites and enact our progressive rights. Yeah, it's a great point. It's the thing I'm talking about. Like, look, as I've talked about before, a properly implemented Green New Deal, which Bernie, I believe, would do, especially with Stephanie Kelton as MMT, and then he would have either Tulsi as his VP or state, Secretary of State. I mean, Nina Turner would be somewhere in that cabinet. Jill Stein would probably be somewhere in that cabinet. I mean, it would be great what he would have. He would put people to work. We'd have a $15 minimum wage. We'd have a federal jobs guarantee. we'd be ending all of these crazy wars. It would be like, we'd all go, oh, we have a chance here. Humanity has a chance of surviving. It has a chance of surviving. I think it comes down to that. And just, Trump isn't presidential. We need to restore dignity to the White House. If we don't save the planet, I don't care how dignified the White House is. It's a great point you bring up. Balthazar 228. Graham, 9 out of 10 cannibals enjoy group dinners. Cureforcancer.co. If you open your act in Australia by telling your audience you have avoided the drop bears, they'll laugh. Oh, I don't know what that means. Please tell me what that is. Graham's #1 automatic block for fuck sticks. Thanks, Jim Garrison. Crafty Geek, right on, Crafty. Crafty supports me on the Patreon as well. Every month, Crafty sends me really cool articles to talk about. It's a great way to support the show, by the way. What you guys are doing here is awesome, and I very much appreciate it. If you want to take participation in the show as well, you can do what Crafty Geek does, which is for $5 a month, you can submit an article or a topic for me to discuss, and it's really awesome because you guys bring me, and Crafty Geek does this, really cool things I didn't know or realize. I'll give you a great example. I think it was Jasmine Mann. I was on this show many months ago talking about reparations. And I was like, well, I can see I can do reparations, but I think it might be too much of a hot button issue. I didn't know enough about it. She sent me this really long email, thorough, not fuck you, Graham, just Graham, maybe you haven't considered this, all these sources. And then I did a video on ADOS, American Descendants of Slaves, and their actual platform and what they're asking for and the specifics of it. And it educated me, and she did it, and she changed my, or opened my view. I wasn't like against reparations. I just didn't know enough about it. She expanded my view on it, and she did it by supporting the show and gave me all these resources, and it made this great video that helped other people understand that, what ADOS is. And so it was really such a wonderful thing. So anyway, Crafty Geek has supported the show. Do we need federal rent control to prevent landlords from snatching up middle class? Medicare for All, student loan forgiveness, purchasing power. I think I understand what you're talking about. So if you do Medicare for All and student loan forgiveness, as was pointed out, I think it was Marianne Williamson, that student loan forgiveness will infuse all this money into the economy, which is great. Yes. I agree we should have federal rent control now anyway, because rents are out of control. In every city I go to, just about, people say, oh, the rents are out of control. Like, I'm in rent control. As I've said before on the show, I can't afford to leave. I cannot afford to leave. So yes, we need federal rent control no matter what. And yes, we need it if we implement Medicare for All and student debt forgiveness. Yeah, it's such an amazing thing when they're, how are we going to pay for it? It'll infuse all this money. Think about it. If you're not paying student loan debt every month, you'll have extra money. You're not paying all these insane premiums and co-pays and all this stuff. Employers will have more money. That's the other thing when I listen to like Delaney and talk about, we take away people's businesses will have more money. They won't be eating into their profits, paying for healthcare for their employees. Their employees will get better health. I mean, it's better for everybody. So yes, I agree with that, Crafty Geek. You're in Australia on the East, Guy Green. All right. So we have a show September 15th in Adelaide. That is confirmed. There's already a ticket link up for that. We're going to do the 14th in Melbourne, the 17th in Sydney. There's not a ticket link for the Melbourne and Sydney. I don't have ticket links for yet. Perth, the 22nd of November. I just got a ticket link, so I will put that up soon. But we will have ticket links up soon. So we're going to do, these are the cities we're definitely doing: Melbourne, Adelaide, Sydney, Perth, for sure. Make it to one of those. Dingo hate my baby. Hello. Static void, we need a dead person. Okay. What's up? Hey, Mares. I'm not moving the goalpost, Sam Dean. I'm doing what Captain Kirk did. Change the rules. Wrath of Khan. He didn't like to lose. I don't like to lose. Remember? I'm Captain Kirk, friend. I don't move the goalposts. I just make it work. And you're not going to get me to eat another human being. I would sooner die and be eaten myself. Cureforcancer.co. What does Marianne think of raising the minimum wage to $15? 265 people watching, 328 likes. For those of you just tuning into the show, I do this character. If you go to my playlist, you'll see Marianne. It's just this character of this like young woman that goes, "Hey guys." I just think like raising the minimum wage to $15 is like good thoughts and wage blessings, you guys. And I really think, you know, if you people have more money, then they'll have more like reposable income to like buy headdresses to go to Coachella and stuff. So headdress blessings, you guys. There you go. Sean Boyd. Thank you for supporting the show, dude. I love imagining what a Bernie admin cabinet would look like. Nina, VP or whatever she wanted. Tulsi, yes. Secretary of State. UN Robert Reich, yeah. For Fed Cornell West, National Security Advisor. Wouldn't it be great? Noam Chomsky in there. I mean, it would be fantastic. I love thinking about that. Jill Stein running the EPA, Stephanie Kelton, Secretary of Treasurer. Like, you know, who could run education? You know what I mean? Like, it would just be fantastic. It would just be fantastic. It would be in this cabinet. That's when people say, "Oh, but if he wins, how will he get anything passed?" First of all, his cabinet will be all progressives. Then more progressives will start winning in the Senate and Congress. People like AOC will be emboldened, and the Pelosi's of the world will, you know, it's great to think about, man. And that's why I think it's important to think about, not that it's sort of like pie in the sky, but this is the reality why getting behind him and really making sure he wins is important, because look what it would mean. Look what it would mean, you know? So it's important to talk about and to bring up, because it like gives me hope. It makes me feel positive, even though I don't trust the Democratic Party. MA, shave your knuckles for justice. Please expose Israel, please. Well, we talk a lot on this show about the Israeli government and their mistreatment of Palestine. I'm glad you brought that up. You know, I have not seen Abby Martin's movie yet, Gaza Fights for Freedom. I was supposed to. She was having a screening in LA, and my flight in Boston got delayed, so I missed it. But yeah, man, I'm all for it. I've talked about how the Armenian genocide is not recognized by the United States or Israel. And as Bernie says, calling out a right-wing Israeli government doesn't make you anti-Semitic. So thank you for bringing that up, and welcome to the show. Amers, progressive, PVGS hint, Iowa City, DVR quote. Huh? DVR quote? I'm not quite sure what that means. Is that the like you want me to make the video for Iowa City, Anna? Sorry. I hope I'm not. Okay, there we go. There's that one. And this one. Balthazar 228, shave your knuckles for justice. I wish Bernie had turned Butt Boy's comment on the next generation of student loans around by saying what the next generation that will have free college will need to take. Yeah, exactly. I know. Buttigieg was like, "Oh, sure, we give them student, but then what's the next generation?" It's like, they keep trying to undermine Bernie's policies by making shit up. Student debt forgiveness also comes with Bernie's plan of free college tuition. So this generation will get rid of their student debt. The next generation won't have to pay for college. Nice try, intelligence officer Mayor Pete, who just hired a woman from Goldman Sachs to be in work on his campaign. I did a video about that. Watch that video. A woman that worked at Goldman Sachs was just hired by Pete Buttigieg. That's who he is. Don't fall for his identity politics game. Thanks, Balthazar, for bringing that up. Jason Lake. Jason, thanks for supporting the show. They need to stop attacking Trump from the right and focus on real life issues. Go back to when that first group did Words Are Hard. Sorry, much longer. No, you bring a great point, Jason, which is like attack Trump from the left. Jobs, health care, college tuition, $15 hour minimum wage, everybody getting jobs in the making green energy and transitioning. Like Bernie doesn't care about coal miners. I mean, that one idiot was trying to say that. It was like, of course, job transitioning from the carbon industry is what Bernie's, of course he's talking about that. So just keep hammering that and make that very clear. If you have a job working like in an oil refinery or a coal mine, we'll transition you to a green job paying the same amount of money. You'll get the same, you're not going to lose, you get the same wages. That doesn't make people, then people go, okay, fine, I'll work for clean energy. I'm making the same money and now I got free healthcare. It's a great point, Jason. You bring up a great point. John Coyne, boom. Shave your knuckles for justice, John. Thanks for supporting the show. Please, Bernie, love what you're doing. Yeah, I agree. It's really, is Darian a cannibal? No, Darian is not a cannibal. No, you're right, John. I just want to bring that point. Yeah, like I keep saying, Bernie winning with this cabinet, as we're talking about, him winning could really change things. It's the hope, the last hope that we have, I think. It could really, he would put people in his cabinet that would get stuff done. And then he would go, I believe Bernie, especially if he gets the nomination, then the next summer he'll be going to Texas. I mean, I'll give Beto credit. He brought up a good point about, look, there's 38 electoral votes in Texas that are winnable. The Democratic Party has just said, oh, we can't win in the rural areas of the red states. We're not even going to go there. And we're going to take the big cities for granted and the urban area and the black neighborhoods for granted. And no, there's one thing Beto said that was right. I mean, he's the number 2 recipient of oil lobby money behind Ted Cruz, who he lost to. So I'm not a Beto fan, but he brought up a good point. And I think if Bernie won, remember when Bernie, right after the election in 16, the November election, the general, he did that town hall in West Virginia, and all these West Virginian coal miner people are like, dang, I would have voted for you. There's all these red states Bernie won in the primary that he could beat Trump in. He would win red states, not sweep them all, but he would pick up a couple. What if he grabbed Texas and Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and all the big blue states? Then it's over, man. And Trump would just take that for granted. Bernie would come in and say, I'm going to give you guys all jobs. And go, you're confusing. Like when he went on the Fox News town hall, that was brilliant. He would do more of those. So it's a great point you're bringing up. We do all aspire to be Darian. So it keeps jumping around. Brian McManus. Shave your knuckles for justice, Brian. Amy Vallela for, HHS secretary. Amy would be awesome. Yeah, it'd be people like that. Would maybe AOC be in his cabinet, or would he keep her in Congress to help win? It would be important. You bring up great points, guys. Sam Dean, shave your knuckles for justice. Okay, Kirk. To form peace between 2 mega weird alien worlds, you got to eat a ceremonial dude. Go on, Kirk. Eat the dude to save 2 worlds. Oh, man. I don't know. I would try to reason with these alien worlds if they were, and say, look, I don't eat meat. I would try to reason my way out of it. You're going to say that's... I know you think it's moving the goalposts, but it's not. Cureforcancer.co. Boom. If you have fixed your tech problems, playing the Australian music video that is on YouTube, Smoko by the chats, would be hilarious. I don't know what that is. No, I have not fixed my YouTube, my tech issues. I was doing, maybe I could, I don't know. I was doing an interview again today, a Skype interview, and we were having some tech issues. So I don't think I've gotten it fixed for you guys to play the music. Drink every time Graham says Bernie. That's great. Noam Chomsky. Oh, Political Vigilante Game Show. Yes, Amaris, I will be doing the Political Vigilante Game Show in Iowa City. That's my promise to you. Hey, Graham, greetings from Shenzhen, China. Love the show. Hey, I didn't get to see the debate live, but I wanted to get your hot take on the biggest winners and losers from the debate. Thanks, dude. Yeah, so Dave, thank you for watching from all the way in China. That's so awesome. We have people watching from all over the world. I've been to Guangzhou, China, Shanghai, and Beijing, and Hong Kong. I know Hong Kong is not part of China, but yeah, that's awesome. I think Bernie won, and like Marianne Williamson kind of took second place, you know, to some people. Elizabeth Warren had a couple good moments, but she is really just taking burning talking points and trying to sound like she's as equally as a progressive as him. But Bernie won it. He crushed, man. He crushed. And there was a bunch of centrists on the stage that just all sound like Republicans. They just sound like Republicans. I was watching, I felt like I was watching a Republican debate at points. But Bernie crushed, man. He's eating these kids up. They're all new to it, and he's eating them up, which is great. All right. You do the short stick on the eye. Oh, you guys are great. Oh, yeah, Pat the Batman fan. Tim Ryan calls himself progressive. Oh, God, that guy's hilarious. So hilarious. They're all saying, I'm a progressive. Oh, right. Yeah, totally. So am I. Yeah. It's like me on a debate stage with Sam Dean saying I'm a cannibal when we all know that I'm not. Sean Boyd, Shave Your Knuckles for Justice. Graham, this is so much better than watching TYT post-debate. Thank you and good night. It's midnight here. Oh, right on, dude. Thank you, Sean. That really means a lot to me. I'm trying to, grow the show, and it is growing. I'm going to start in the next month or two have the capability to have people in studio for interviews, and I'm going to keep doing that. Thanks so much. All right. Yeah, when Bernie said, I wrote the damn bill. Kate, Shave the Knuckles for Justice, Kate. When is the political game show coming to Chicago? It will. I'm going to kind of test it out doing live shows like in Iowa City. Might do in some other cities in that run. But what I think we're going to try to do is like Ron and I each do 45-minute sets, and the whole show is about 90 minutes or so. But Ron and I might each do about 35-minute sets. And then do the last 15 minutes. Ron comes back on stage and we'll get someone from the audience, and then Ron competes against the other person, for cash and prizes. Probably not cash, just prizes. But yeah, we're going to come. So what our plan, Ron and I were when we were driving to and from Vegas this past weekend, we're looking at what places we wanted to go to in 2019. Excuse me. Since the debates are next July in Milwaukee, we're going to try to do a show in Milwaukee before the debates, then hang out in Milwaukee during not the debates, the convention, the Democratic convention next July. Do a show in Milwaukee, maybe do a show in Chicago, and then maybe hit like, St. Louis or Kansas City or Indianapolis or something like that. But by next year, I should have the like game show like tight up and running. It's just churning out a lot of questions. That's the issue. You got to write a lot of questions. And if I'm going to videotape it and put it online, I can't repeat the questions. But we'll come to Chicago at that game. Don't you worry. Jameson Doan, why no Ron tonight? Where's he at? Well, Ron lives a ways away from me. And when I do these live chats, the only time Ron and I do live chats together is when we're on the road. Because then we just like hang out in one of our hotel rooms. But that's why. Thank you, Jameson. Who else? And then there's another one here. Oh, Jedi Mullet 77. Boom. Shave the knuckles for justice. I'd like to see the squad endorse Bernie. Bernie did endorse AOC. Return the favor. I skip corporate pro Sleepy Joe tomorrow. I don't blame you. It'll be interesting to see. I gotta believe AOC is going to endorse Bernie. She came up with, she was inspired by him. He endorsed her, like you said. I think at some point that's going to happen. They're just waiting for this to thin out. You know, there's 20 people. There's too many people. This field needs to get cut. You know, 15 people need to get eliminated from this dumb thing. And hopefully it'll be the white Republican guys will finally leave. If Schumer is a progressive, I guess Tony Blair is not a war criminal. Yeah, I think, yeah. And we'll see how look, Tulsi crushed last time. I hope she does well tomorrow. We'll see Biden sniff a kid tomorrow. Yeah, if I would be bummed if AOC endorsed Kamala. That would be a real, I don't think she will. I hope not. All right, guys, I gotta get rolling. Yeah, this show's growing. Look, I'm so pumped, man. 379 likes, 263 people watching. We're going to do this again tomorrow. As soon as the debates are over, a couple minutes after the debates end, I'll do this exact same thing tomorrow. I'll be up at the Convo Couch talking with those guys, but the stream will be on my channel. And look, we're just about to pass 30,000 subscribers, guys. A year ago, we were at 10,000. We've tripled in a year. So, and you are all helping me. Those of you who've been with me for a long time, thank you. Those that have just joined me, I know I picked up a lot of subscribers in the last week. Thank you so much for joining. You know, hitting the like button. We just passed 401 likes, which is so awesome. Push these videos out. You know, all the videos on my channel, when you push them, here's the free ways to help the show. On YouTube, watch the videos play. Don't click skip ad. When you click skip ad, I don't get paid. Like the video, put comments in the comment section. All that helps. Even just a thumbs up or a smiley face, if that's all what you have time for. And then pushing it out on your social media, so more people watching it. Or even if if you participate in any chat groups or you know, post in sites or whatever, message boards, and just say, hey, check this, here's this video Graham did about this or whatever, that helps. And then of course there's coming to to these and donating money here, which is great. There's patreon.com/Graham Elwood, and then Rockfin, ROKFIN.com/Graham Elwood. All my videos are up there, and there's no ads. If you pay $10 a month, you get my bonus content and every other content creator's bonus content. And that is a blockchain, and it's cryptocurrency. I should also say this, I always forget to mention this. If you're a YouTube Red subscriber, any video of mine you watch, I get paid. You don't, you know, because you're obviously not getting the ads. But that's the thing with YouTube Red, we automatically get paid a percentage of money by YouTube Red subscribers. So those are all the great ways to support the show. And then come out to GrahamElwood.com to get tour dates. Yeah, for the debate to go live, you got to go to Twitch. We'll do a Shatner before we go. And then those of you who are new to the show, I usually at the end of these streams, thank you to Sam Dean and others, I sing a karaoke song, usually like Shatner, William Shatner. And it started as a fun thing, and I don't do it every time. Sometimes my voice is thrown shot, but I like doing it because we talk about heavy stuff on this show. And like, I just had this long interview today with a detective that used to do child crimes, talking about the Epstein case, which is important work, and I'm happy to do it, but I got to make it light. So we're going to end it on some, Snork Y2K just got back from a watch party. Oh, I just did an interview with Snork Y2K. He's Mitch. We talked about Medicare for all. So that's another thing you can do. So, this is great. Yeah. And my interview today with my friend is a former detective. Yeah, you guys are great. So let me find, what song did we say we were singing, Sam? Oh God, I forgot. I gotta go way back. I forgot what you said we were gonna say. Oh God, I'll find it. Hold on a second. You guys are great, by the way. I love doing this show. And I really appreciate the support and the discussions and even the debates that we have. I really do. It means a lot to me. We're 29,911 subscribers. We're going to cross 30,000 tonight. Our watch time just doubled. I went from 1.3 million minutes of watch time to 2.8 million minutes. So it's really, really awesome that you guys are doing that. So, and how you're all, and we're growing the show. It's such a cool thing. And I can't say enough how much I appreciate it, and how, how supportive everybody is and everything that we talk about. And, you know, that's what I did with the show. I wanted to build like a community of progressives, of people that give a shit. And who says we can't joke around and have fun along the way? I'm a comedian first and foremost, so. All right, let's find. Send me an angel. Send me an angel. All right, Sam. We'll find Send Me an Angel on the YouTube. So funny. Send me an angel. Lyrics. Send me an angel. Lyrics. Karaoke. Wait, Send Me an Angel? What song is that? I can't find it. I'm finding this Brooklyn Queen thing. Send Me an Angel? Sam, what is that one? Send Me an Angel? Who did that Send Me an Angel song? What venue am I playing in Sydney? Oz Whistles. It's this cool theater. And we're going to do like the theater was like, would you guys be up for a Sunday matinee? And I was like, all right, let's try it. So, I want an angel package. So yeah, I forget the name of the venue in Sydney. It's by Real Life. Okay. There we go. All right, here we go, guys. First of all, can you hear it? Tell me if you can hear this. Probably not. I'm still having tech issues. Send Me an Angel. Can't hear it. I don't know. I'm having tech problems. I'll just read it anyway, though. Oh wait, oh I know the song. Okay, hold on. Real life karaoke. I gotta find a different video. Here we go. Do you believe in heaven above? Do you believe in love? Don't tell a lie. Don't be false or untrue. It all comes back to you. Open fire on my burning heart. I've never been lucky in love. My defenses are down. A kiss or a frown. I can't survive on my own. If a girl walks in and draws her name in my heart, I'll turn and run away. Every day we've all been led astray. It's hard to be lucky in love. It gets in your eyes. It's making you cry. Don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. You're looking for love, calling heaven above. Send me an angel. Send me an angel. Right now. Right now. Send me an angel. Send me an angel. Right now. Right now. Empty dreams can only disappoint. In a room behind your smile, but don't give up. Spark, don't give up. You can be lucky in love. It gets in your eyes. It's making you cry. Don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. You're looking for love. Calling heaven above. Send me an angel. Send me an angel. Right now. Right now. Send me an angel. Send me an angel. Scotty, send me an angel right now. Send me an angel right now or you're fired. Oh, this is always good times. Imagine me with flowing, long, crazy hair. Well, this is a long song, huh? Care of fun. Send me an angel. Send me an angel. Right now. Damn it, Scotty, send me an angel right now. Send me an angel. Send me an angel. Right now. Right now. Right now. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Sam Dean, thank you, sir. You all are fantastic. Thanks for enduring this. This is so great. It does make it look like a 90s soap opera. 431 likes. I think our peak was 270 people watching, which is awesome. You guys are really great. Please go to grahamelwood.com for the tour dates. You guys are fantastic. For all the people newly joining the show who are like, what the hell was that? Yeah, I like to just put some funny bits in there just to have a good yeah. So, and I appreciate having the honest discussion and everything, and then being able to just be completely goof off like jackasses, which I truly love. So let me thank everybody who supported the show. Balthazar 228, right on. Jedi Mullet 77, Hanson, right on. Jedi Mullet 77 again. Sam Dean, send me an angel. Eugene Mixman, challenging 199. This person, no name. Thank you so much. Jedi Mullet 77, Boone. Eugene Mixman. Tony DeMeo, right on. Eugene Mixman again. Tony DeMeo again. Citizens Media TV, watch that channel. Jeff does great work over there. Mberg 33. Sam Dean, right on. Cureforcancer.co. Mo Money. Swami Amala, right on. Talking the environment. Sean Boyd, thank you. Tony DeMeo again. Boom. Yeah, they acted like Trump caused all our problems again. I'm so sick of hearing the Democrats say that. Like, no one mentions all the crap. They're separating families at the borders. In the cages that Obama built, he separated families at the borders. Anyway. Balthazar 228, right on. Sean Boyd, thank you. Balthazar 228 again. Cure for Cancer, Krillin 876, thank you so much. Balthazar 228, pow. Emberg 33, boom. Jason Link, thank you so much. Sam Dean, boom. Sean Boyd, pow. Cureforcancer.co, boom. Crafty Geek, thank you so much. Boom. Cureforcancer.co, pow. Balthazar 228. Oh, Laura Glenny. Oh, hey, Laura. Friends don't let friends eat friends. Thank you. Someone's finally on my no cannibal side. Sam D, no, we won't. The drop bears thing is old enough. All right, it's good to know. Cureforcancer.co, boom. Sean Boyd, right on. Jason Link, thank you. MA, thank you so much for supporting the show. Balthazar 228, right on. A Mares, yes. Game show coming to Iowa City. John Coyne, boom. Sam Dean, wow. Cureforcancer.co, boom. Brian McManus, pow. Sean Boyd, thank you. Kate, yes, we'll bring the game show to Chicago. Jedi Mullet 77. Jameson, Doan, thank you. And Kate, oh, I forgot to answer this question. What martial art do you do? Well, I used to study, I got a black belt in Yoshikai, which is an Okinawan style of karate. And then I studied Ei Jitsu, which is the samurai sword. And I'm currently studying Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Jeet Kune Do. Jeet Kune Do is Bruce Lee style, which is sort of based on a Chinese Wing Chun style. It's pretty awesome. You guys are great. Thank you so much for, I'll be here tomorrow night, immediately following the debates. And then again on Sunday, Sunday, 3 p.m. Yeah, so tomorrow night and whenever the debates end, 7:30, 8 o'clock Pacific time, and Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific. Thank you so much. Love doing this, and I love watching this channel grow. It's so, so awesome, and it's because of all of you. Thank you so much.